The river Laug was frozen, and the weather was perfect for travelling by sledge, so it would take Astrid Hekne and his daughters just 3 days to get from Butangen to Dovre. The year was 1611, and only the roughest cart roads ran through the valley, but when the river was iced over, these trips were made easier and even invigorating. Folk whose paths they crossed in the snowstorm thought the two sisters sat so close under their reindeer skin to keep warm, but they never ventured down from the sleigh when the horses stopped to rest, and when asked how old they were, they answered that they were both born in 1595, but that Halfrid was born in the summer and Gunhild closer to Christmas. And as these over-inquisitive folk gawped after them, the girls and their father travelled on, bursting into laughter as soon as their sledge was out of earshot. It was a laugh with a dual clang, absolute abandon around a core of self-denial, but containing less hurt than the mean snicker when one sister wanted something and the other told her she could go fetch it herself. They headed on northwards, and as darkness fell, they stopped at a farm in Sel, where the Heknes had acquaintances. Here the two girls twisted themselves out of the sledge, and 4 feet landed on the ground at once. Then the first thing they did was to tighten their apron, so wide it went round both their waists, before they limped into a log cabin with an uncommonly wide bed. Next morning they were up with the sun, though it vanished the instant they entered the Roston Gorge, where everything lay in shade, and the mountain walls were so jagged they might have been hacked out by an angry, slighted giant. The sun never reached the valley floor, and it was said that a summer's day was no warmer than an October night, and that the only creatures to live here were those who neither needed nor tolerated the light. All about them the mountains plunged into the seething river below, where the waters that never froze were visible only as foam. Astrid Hekne chivied the horses up steep slopes, through deep snow, and between fallen rocks. Father, horses, daughters, sledge, and all went white with rime from the spray of the river, whose roar was so loud that nothing could be heard, and there was no need to say anything, as the only thing on anyone's mind in the Roston Gorge was how much further it went.